Ash, not one chair?
I don't do chairs.
So what about your guests? We all just gonna stand?
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
Okay.
Trying to ride.
Yeah, I'm streaming
Everyone,
now. It's just going
I'd like to
through all
introduce
these
MP.
cutscenes and all this stuff.
Hey, how's it going?
That just comes with the territory, you know? Like, we make...
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the reaction to your selection was the fact that Shep Owens, your biggest rival, was still on the draft board.
That's right.
But a lot of people think he has the higher upside due to his athleticism and the fact that he has loads of untapped potential as a relative newcomer to this game, whereas you've been trying to work on your skill set for the last decade plus. How would you respond to people who think you've got the higher floor but the lower ceiling?
I mean, look, Shep would be a great track and field player. I mean, all you gotta do is run fast, jump high, and you get a medal. You feel me what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, but if you want to be the best hoop in the world, you gotta shoot, you gotta defend, you gotta think at a high level, and Shep does not do that.
Oh, shots fired.
It's the truth.
Perk, you know I've been in MP's corner the whole time. But
Somewhat.
You don't think... Come on now.
Come on, man.
You don't think Shep can learn those things?
JJ, man, you know, honestly, I really don't. I really don't, man. I've been working on my craft for years, for decades at that. You know, and my results speak for themselves in both wins and losses. I mean, what has Shep done so far? Other than filming his little reality TV show and going around shopping for chains, he ain't done nothing.
It's a good show.
Come on, man.
It's more entertaining than his game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm a student of the game. I've watched plenty of tape on this guy, and he just doesn't think on a high level, and he doesn't make game-winning plays. Simply put, not like I do at least. You know, you can dunk from the free throw line, you can win the dunk trophy, whatever, but those guys winning that dunk trophy aren't the same guys winning a Larry O'Brien at the end of the season. And that's just facts.
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you.
Yo, honestly, that's just who he is.
You not comfortable with
try-
what?
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation, but unfortunately, we are out of time. MP, thank you for joining us.
Wait, so that's it?
It's been a real pleasure. Yeah, and we got to wrap things up, but you have been a tremendous sport, and we really appreciate you answering the tough questions. We wish you all the best, you and your family and your girl.
Z already got his dribbles down already. I gotta hit him and see what he got. Yeah, but I mean, you know, at least he could start me out in the right direction. You know what I mean?
And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Substitution on the floor.
Completely new group on the floor. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Daniels, who's checked in for Plumlee. Kelly Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Martin's checked in for Ogier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. On the court for Charlotte, they've got Smith. Jalen McDaniels was out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Cody Martin. And it's Washington in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That one goes in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And here's MP
Boom, right there.
for 3.
Okay, it's on the step back.
Found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Did you see it?
It seems everyone wants a piece of MP. It was announced Mobile One will run a campaign centered all around him.
And hard to ignore the star power that MP has started to build from his time in college until now. He's becoming a household name.
To tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And I want to see more of this. Bogdan getting assertive and just forcing his will on the D.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Oubre passes to Washington. Oubre against Bogdanovich. Oubre kicks to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Can't leave anybody open around Smith. I mean, he finds them quickly. Love his court awareness.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Holiday. Passes it to Buckets. Deep. And it's from three-point range. Buckets got a couple of threes now in the first for the Hawks. On draft night, many people wondered where MP might land. Well, Greg, you think he was worthy of that 18th pick?
Well, I was a little surprised to see him go in the first round, but clearly his team believed in him, and the leadership and intangibles he brings are really hard to ignore.
That ball, nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 8 points for Buckets.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
4-3, Oubre.
I don't have no
Gonna go that time. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Hawks lead by 20. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Gordon Hayward. Martin's checked in for Oubre. And Smith subbed in for Terry Rozier. On the court for the Hornets, they've got P.J. Washington. Martin is out there with Jalen McDaniels. And it's Smith, and it's Ball in at the shooting guard position.
For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that.
But the thing is, he's hitting like this, though. He's hitting his puppy.
Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks.
Yeah, I'm on pro. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely on. Or no, I'm not on rookie.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And then see what's what, yeah.
First free throw is good. But you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
And the Hawks making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. The 3 from MP. Another 3 for Atlanta. With how well MP has been playing lately, it's a little surprising, Greg, that more fans haven't gotten behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he's giving them what they want, unless what they wanted was Chef Owens. And it'll take a lot of great nights for MP to satisfy those fans.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
MP against Ball. MP, that's for 2. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bucket's got 19 points.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Martin finds Washington.
You saw it, though?
Working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second.
Did you
nice
see it,
way
Diamond?
to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. You know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Ball hits them both.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
Man showing some terrific range. 22 points for Buckets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
MP, that's for 2. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
So as we conclude the first... And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Collins and Capella man the post position. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Buckets in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Ball dishes to Oubre. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Lob pass to Oubre. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets, and Charlotte retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. Ball with a wide-open look. Misses the 3.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Collins finds MP. Now Hunter. Hawks passing it around. MP outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Charlotte shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Rozier for 3, hits it from 3-point range. Rozier's got 7 points.
No hesitation at all on the catch and shoot. Rozier knows his time is tight, and he lets it fly.
MP, that's for 2. He can't hit that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his third. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Washington out there with Hayward. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. Pass to Washington. Feeds to Hayward. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
You know, after suffering a grisly foot injury in 2017, nobody would have blamed Gordon Hayward if he walked away from basketball entirely.
And the first one drops.
And what you admire about Hayward is his resiliency. He's had to battle to get back on the floor, and boy, is he still playing.
All credit to him, Greg. I mean, he's still contributing at a very high level, and just the sacrifice and the journey he's taken coming back from injury to be as productive as he is now. I mean, this is a guy you can still count on to get you big buckets when you need it. He's a real quality wing player.
Some changes for Charlotte. Jones checked in for Hayward. And it's Cody Martin in for Oubre. Pass to Richards. Holiday against Ball. He gets that one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Martin. Here's Richards. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. In the corner, it's MP. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Here's Jones, and it's denied.
And, you know, at his size, Kaminsky should be blocking more shots. I'd like to see this effort every time.
Atlanta making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Paladon's checked in for the Hornets. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's McDaniels. Griffin with some nice D.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
The three from MP. Another three for Atlanta.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. McDaniels passes to Meladon. Shot clock at 6. Martin for 3. Rebound by Johnson.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is...
Substitution on the court.
.121 left in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Buckets.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And it's good for 2. 32 points for Buckets.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And it's Buckets with the foul. That's his first foul.
Team second. Substitution on the court.
Here's Meladon. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.